All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, hopefully the Most High your house shall blesses your day. By His mercy, you aren't consumed. We're alive in Most High your house shall's body, too, and naturally alive. And yeah, man, I want to get into this because kind of going to like what Scripture said, depart, it's a fool conscious folly, depart, kind of like actually shout out to brother somebody first one because they were talking about it yesterday in the class how it is. It's just like a lot of times, like no matter what people in different fractions in the spiritual sphere, they don't believe that the whole book is about the Most High Yahweh or the preaching the gospel, the witnesses and testimony. But it's true that was always prophesied, that the gospel wouldn't be as popular, because nobody can boast in it. You can't boast in the spirit of the Most High Yahweh. Honestly, you can't, because it's really about them. It's not about say your nationality or your organization, your congregation, your church, your movement, or like your belief system, your denomination. They think that is the thing. No, it's really about the Most High Yahweh. That's is what it is. But you know what? It's just that, and that's just really is what it is. To be honest with you, and I was just reading this yesterday in Proverbs 29. It kind of goes into that, man. But because what, that's just it's no kind of even you present like the brother 71st one says, you just go, you present it, and you just move on from it, like how no even like how I said. Let's get Matthew real quick, man. Matthew, let's go Matthew real quick. Matthew chapter um uh 10 verse 14. And whosoever shall not receive you nor hear your words when you depart that house or city, shake the dust off of your feet. So yeah, exactly, man. So honestly, that's is what it is. And just keep moving, man. Just this slide, man. Just keep it moving, honestly. It says, then he says, verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment for that city. Yeah, exactly, man. So yeah, so that's just what it is. You just keep it moving, honestly, too. Because let's go Proverbs 29 real quick. Because here's the thing. It says, because it's Proverbs 29 verse 9. It says, if a wise man contendeth with a foolish man, whether he rage or laugh, there is no rest. So exactly. So see, so what is it saying? Cause what is that fool? Because then how shall I call the Pharisees fool? That means what word for fool is unfaithful, man. So or it's just a fool, this is like whether he laugh or like where he scoffs or or rage or gets upset. There's no rest, so there's no point, honestly. That's why even it says because it says when the wise man contendeth, honestly, and even in the next verse of what we just read in Matthew 10, then the Most High Yahweh shall say, what be as wise as serpents or harmless as dove, and that wise man is Yahweh, man, because or no preaching of Yahweh or of that, man, because that's what the gospel witness the testimony is. The new covenant is preaching how Yahushua, the Most High Yahushua, is all the Son is all throughout the book leading up to him. Honestly, so and how he came to fulfill the book and save us from sin and death and all these other things to that. And faith, and to be the living embodiment of the Father. But listen, when you tell, because having shout out to brother Semi Firstborn, man, because even other brothers more than myself, honestly, just that have even higher level of knowledge, because just about that, the gospel witness testimony new covenant, man, because the Most High House just kind of I'm recently kind of just getting built up in this by the Most High House and through other brothers as well, man. So but because not even say because even when sometimes when I'm talking to somebody and I present them that they don't they a lot of people just really just don't believe that this whole book is about the Most High House, and they just don't, because now it's different aspects because people believe that yes, Christ is in the Old Testament, but it's but the gospel and witness and testimony is it's more deeper than that, because it's just what Yahushua pretty much, these are all precursors what Yahushua was came to fulfill, or reading it like the brother Akawar briefly said, through the Most High Yahushua's perspective. So that's just is what it is, man. But Yeah, but that's just is what it is. But let's grab Proverbs chapter 29, verse 9. It says, if a wise man contendeth with a foolish man, whether he rage or laugh, there is no rest. So see, yeah, so let's go into that contend. Right, let's go to Jude chapter 1 real quick. Jude chapter 1, verse 3. It says, beloved, when I give all the diligence and write unto you common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you, exhort you that ye earnestly contend for the faith, and which is once delivered unto the saints. So see, yeah, like contend for the faith, and that's good. What's that? That's part of the gospel witness testimony, new covenant, man. That's the that's what it is, honestly. Now there's times that to do that, and times that not. Like it is what it is, man. But like that Proverbs even said, even when you do that, listen, because all you can do at the end of the day, like the brother Samuel Firstman said, is present the information, just and move on, honestly, man. Because that's what he says, answer not fool according to folly, or even Revelation last week says, let the unjust be unjust, let the filthy be filthy, man. Or like what we talked about yesterday in video, man. Focus on the ones that did, because that's what Yahushua did. That's what the most of Yahushua do. They focus on the people that do love and care about them and set their affections, like cast their care upon them or believe in them, man. Not the people that don't. That kind of goes into what we talk about all the time with the wrong focus. But that's why the Corinthians says this. That's why Paul said this. Let's get Corinthians real quick. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18. It says, for the preaching of the cross is to them that perish is foolishness. To them that perish is foolishness, but unto us which are saved is the power of Yahweh, man. Exactly, man. And that goes into to the sons of God. It's beautiful. It's a joyous thing. But to them that don't believe, and how what are these that will perish? John, let's go John 3. Let's go to John 3 real quick, man. John 3 and verse 15. It says, but that's whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. For Yahweh loved the world, that he gave his own begotten Son, so whosoever believeth in him shall not perish and have everlasting life. Exactly, man. So those are but those that perish, the one that don't believe, pretty much don't believe the witness, the testimony, the gospel, how the whole book is about them, honestly. So that's just what it is, man. So because why is that important? So so we know who you're dealing with, honestly. Because because when somebody even in the natural sense, if somebody's consistent, honestly, you can build and have trust in them, honestly. You trust more in them, you're more inclined to have trust in them, honestly, because they're just consistent. They're always there, this constantly, they're reliable, man. That's why even in the I was watching the NFL Network. I think we talked about this before. How in the in the 2000s, my era growing up, they had Marvin Harrison as number one receiver in the 2000s, because and one of the reasons why is listen, if you look at his numbers, he was the most consistent, even though he played in the era with the Randy Mosses, the T.O.'s, Larry Fitzgerald, the Chad Ochocinco's, the Steve Smiths, all those other guys, the Anquan Boldens, who am I missing from that? I'm missing a lot of guys from that. Those guys, Megatron and things of that nature from that era, but they gave it to him because because consistency, it is too, and even aside, he was very very subdued and things in that nature. But pretty much, man, that's something that came out as far as consistency, man. Because when somebody's consistent, you're more just to trust in them. So, yeah, man. But let's read this again, man. It says, 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 18. It says, for the preaching of the cross is unto them that perishes foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of Yahweh, man. So see, and that goes into going back to the beginning, man. Tell you from the beginning, man, with Jacob, man. That's how that was talking about Yahweh as well, more, and see that's what that goes to show you that's where our power comes from, because and that's when Jacob, the name was turned to Israel, him becoming that new man, and that's when our power comes from. When we believe in the Most High Yahushua and kill off the old man and become a new man, becoming a new creature, honestly. So that's it. That's what it is, man. So also too, that's talking about Yahushua, how he had power with the Most High Yahushua, his Father, and with man, pursuant to Luke 2. But anyway, yeah, man. But honestly, man, let's get to Psalms and Hebrews real quick, man, because it's really and that's what he did when he opened up the scriptures. When he taught them the whole book. When he opened up Isaiah, the whole book was about him. But Psalm chapter 40 verse 7, it says, Then I said, Lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me. Exactly. I delight to do thy will, oh my God. My law, that law is within my heart. So see, the law, that's where that new covenant is. The law is within you, man. The seeing inward parts, the word is in you. Verse 9, I have preached righteousness in the great congregation which Yahushua did, righteousness which is of faith, and I have not been refraining my lips. Oh Yahweh, thou knowest exactly. Now righteousness is like is preaching the gospel, and preaching the gospel for the people faith to be increased, and honestly too. And that righteousness is not Deuteronomy 6:25 righteousness, which is of the law. Like, no, there's nothing wrong with the law, but it's that Genesis 15:6 righteousness, Galatians 2:21 righteousness, which is of faith, which is believing in the Most High Yahushua. Man, that's is what it is, and that's what Yahushua did. So that's why it comes in the Bible book, all through Genesis through Revelation, like Papa, all that. It's all about Yahushua, man. Because like the brother Akawar said, man, God read it through the Most High Yahushua's perspective, man. But let's grab Hebrews 10:7. We're gonna close out. Hebrews 10:7. It says, Then I said, Lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do thy will, oh Yahweh. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is. Like, so in his will lasts forever, man. My will does, man. So that's why it's like, we gotta stop ourselves from our own cares, our own desires. Honestly, man, there's nothing wrong with having things on the back end. Honestly, things secularly that we want. No, but doing the Most High Yahushua will come first. What did Yahushua say? Matthew 6. Seek the kingdom first. All these other things come unto you. What's that kingdom? Inward kingdom, man. Seek the inwardly to grow. Killing off the old man, old woman, and becoming in the Most High Yahushua's image first. Following the kingdom living. The inward and the physical, then all this other stuff comes after that, man. Because don't get twisted, man. Because even Ecclesiastes says, listen, don't fraud not yourself a good day. Don't let a good desire pass you. But it's all about balance too as well, man. But hopefully it's edifying, man. So much love to your brothers and sisters. So peace.